For decades, the European Union granted preferential access to its markets for sugar-producing countries, including Belize. In 2006, under pressure from the World Trade Organization, the European Union adopted a reform of the sugar regime, which would dissolve previously existing trade agreements, likely resulting in a significant price reduction for sugar protocol countries. Recognizing the needs of certain sugar protocol countries to adapt to the new market conditions, the EU introduced the Accompanying Measures for Sugar to assist with the adaptation process through development assistance. Since then, the AMS has supported a series of development projects in Belize, focused on improving sugar industry competitiveness, promoting economic diversification, and developing productive and social infrastructure. Through the Accompanying Measures for Sugar, the European Union donated €72 million, equal to 160 million Belize dollars, which benefited primarily Belizeans living in the sugar belt.
The production of sugar is concentrated primarily in the rural areas of Orange Walk and Corozal districts in northern Belize, commonly referred to as the Sugar Belt. The Sugar Belt spans approximately 2,500 square miles and accounts for more than 1/4 of the whole landmass of Belize. Some 75,000 acres of land are under sugarcane cultivation, and the industry contributes approximately 34% of foreign exchange earnings. The cultivation and processing of sugar constitutes a vital component of Belize's economy and is Belize's single most important agricultural export.
A vibrant and competitive sugar industry is seen as critical for the socio-economic well-being of the communities of Orange Walk and the Corozal districts in northern Belize, also called the Sugar Belt.
The Accompanying Measures for Sugar program in Belize had as its overall objective to reduce poverty and improve the standard of living of the population in northern Belize. The specific objective was to further improve the economic conditions in northern Belize through an increase in sugar production and economic diversification.
The projects of the AMS were designed to prepare Belize for a transition. They were intended to be temporary measures with a distinct emphasis along 3 main lines of action, which attempted to achieve the overall objective of reducing poverty and improving the living standards among the rural population in northern Belize. The following 3 focus areas define the projects of the AMS. Competitiveness, capacity building and institutional strengthening of industry support institutions, such as the Sugar Industry Research and Development Institute, the Sugarcane Farmers Associations, and the Sugar Industry Control Board. Diversification, development of alternative income generating opportunities and sources of employment both on and off the farm. Infrastructure. Particular emphasis was placed on the rehabilitation and maintenance of key sections of the Sugar Belt Road network, as well as social infrastructure, including schools and markets.
So over the last 10 years, the AMS financing agreements from the European Union have improved the agricultural production in the sugar belt quite substantially. Production went up, quality of sugarcane went up, and the numbers from the mills and the exports indicate that productivity level has increased. Though there is a big challenge about the prices in the world market, Belize is now in a much better place to make the best relation out of the production of quality sugarcane and the prices to be achieved in the world market.
Apart from trying to modernize the industry and to increase the profitability of the sector, the program also focused very much on the people living in those areas. In Belize, this is a substantial part of your society. This is over 5,000 farms and more than 40,000 people in the main areas around Orange Walk and Corozal. I've had the pleasure to visit Orange Walk myself, and I saw what difference our program makes for the people living in the communities.
This funding that comes to our country, once well utilized, definitely has long-term benefits. It benefits, at the end of the day, people, and that is what is important.
We were stagnant in planting practices before. We had only one way of thinking, and since those ideas, we can say it new ideas, but they're not really new. For us, it's new, so we changed the way of farming, we changed the way of viewing things, so we started to do more replanting practices and bringing more tonnage to our fields. That's the way I feel that I have been positively impacted by the AMS.
Belize is a very important country for European Union, not only because of the role it plays regionally, but also because of its wonderful potential for bridge building between Latin America and the Caribbean. So we're not disappearing, we're not disengaging, our partnership continues, and the European Union is very committed to this partnership, and we continue being the biggest donor in Belize.